Sorry, Ken. Yeah, Husqvarna not good enough for them? These are Husqvarna T540XPs. This is a Mark II, and this is the brand new Mark III. What are the differences? What have they changed? Let's find out.
Tested by Machinery Nation.
So Husqvarna seems to have been on the back foot when it comes to top-handled chainsaws. Well, especially here in the UK. Tree surgeons generally seem to go down the Stihl 201T route. Why is that? What is the reasoning? Why are Husqvarna not good enough for them? Well, today we're going to see what they have done and what they have done differently with this saw. It's not just a facelift. They've done a lot. Don't worry about my mate Ken here. He's armless enough. But if you're feeling a little bit naked like he is, then now is your chance to win a Machinery Nation and Oregon collaboration t-shirt. Just drop a comment below and we'll let you know in our community tab in a couple of weeks' time who the winner is. Good luck to you all! Sorry, Ken. So Husqvarna first brought out the T540XP back in 2012 with the Mark I, and it's a pretty good saw, but it did have a few teething problems. And then in around sort of 2016, they brought out the Mark II, which was sort of just an updated version where they'd ironed out the teething problems. But now with the Mark III, they have completely rebuilt it and redesigned it, and it's part of their new 40cc lineup. Because they don't just do the top handle version of this, they also do the T540, which is a back handle.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
And we're looking forward to getting hold of that because as part of the Husqvarna range, they've always missed a nice small, light, compact professional saw. So as I said, this is not just a facelift. This is a completely new saw, including a brand new engine and complete overhaul of everything. Oh yes, let's look at the individual specs. So some very noticeable differences from the outset is one, the choke system. So the choke system on the older saw was just a standard push down, start it, fire, pull the choke back off again, start and go. On the new one, you've actually got a choke where it goes up and down to lock in, like so. The main idea of this is that you can actually use this for ease of starting on a hot saw as well as a cold saw. And another noticeable difference, on the Mark II you had a visual guide to show you how much fuel was in the fuel tank, whereas they have taken that away on the new Mark III. Main reason being, which actual professional uses that? They just open the cap and look in. The back of saws are still very similar with a plastic hook and a metal hook to be able to clip onto your lanyards. If we open up the back of the saws, see there's a whole new air filtration system in here compared to the old type, which has lots of gullies and valleys in where just dust and stuff just builds up a lot, whereas this one is smoother so that you don't get that build up, which I really like. Everything also on here on the new saw looks much more compact and fitted in, whereas here you seem to have got lots of bits sort of hanging out in lots of open space. So the Mark II was 37.7cc, whereas the new Mark III is 39cc. Yes, 1.3cc difference. How much difference? Well, 0.1 of a kilowatt, because the Mark II is 1.8 kilowatts, whereas the new one is 1.9 kilowatts. And amazingly, the new saw is 0.1 of a kilogram lighter. Yes, this is coming in at 3.8 kilograms, whereas the Mark II came in at 3.9. It all makes a difference. And the Mark III is also running the Auto-Tune 3.0. Yes, the latest and greatest in auto-tuned carburetor greatness. We love it. We like the 3.0. It has definitely been, hands down, the best auto-tune system that Husqvarna have brought out to date. Whereas the older saws had the teething issues, a little bit of problems, but you know, that's technology just getting better and better all the time. So yes, I have high hopes for this saw. I think it's going to be good. I think it's very nice. So when assembling them this morning, I noticed something straight out the box that was different. The Mark II had it, but now the Mark III doesn't. You might be able to buy it as an optional extra for the Mark III, but with the Mark II, straight out the box, you had different size handles available. Oh yes, it came as standard with the large on it, but you also had a medium and an extra large to choose from, which made a difference on how wide the grip was on your hand. So as you hold the saw, it just changes the size of what your palm is, because everyone's got different size hands. I've got nice great big ones, so I'd have the extra large one, whereas it comes as standard with the large, and by the looks of it on here, this one comes with the large as well, but it doesn't have any indication that it is the large. I think it might now just be one size fits all again. So the front of the saws are very similar on both. The castings of the crankcases look very similar. One main difference is the brake handle. The new saw, the Mark III, has gone back to the more the traditional saw style, whereas the Mark II had the gridded effect, which I actually quite liked. I liked its styling. So that is a brief overview on the new Husqvarna T540XP Mark III. The differences, what's included, what's not included, what's changed, and is it going to be any better? Well, that's the question we still need to ask, because in another video, we are going to be putting these up against the still MS201TC to make sure that, well, see if Husqvarna have pulled the finger out and have got now some stiff competition. And we're also going to put against its battery counterpart, the T540XP, to see how good that is. Because if there's any top handle battery chainsaw I really like and think it is streets ahead of everybody else, it would be the T540XP. That is a quick battery saw. So, is this going to be quicker or is it going to be slower? Video coming soon, make sure you check it out. We're Machinery Nation and we bring you videos every Tuesday and Friday all about tools and machinery, so please consider subscribing, hit the like button, ding the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!